I am excited and equally nervous for this video, 1000%. Hello everyone, it is time I do the How Well Do You Know Your Books challenge. This challenge has been floating around for a while now. Jesse at Jesse the Reader made this challenge. I will link his video down below. And basically it's a challenge where you get asked good questions. You ask people to send you coordinates for book numbers like 1 and 6. You pull that book off and then you answer the question. That makes sense. Well, you'll figure it out. So, fun fact, I tried to film this video a month ago and I just gave up halfway through because it was too tedious. Like, there's like 27 questions and I had to go through Twitter and all this stuff and it was just so much stuff, and I don't have a lot of time to film because of my child. You might hear him screaming in the background a lot of times, but I don't have a lot of time. So it was taking up a lot of time and I was like, I can't do this, and I just got overwhelmed very easily because that's who I am. Hello. I've come a little bit better prepared today. So in case you're wanting to watch a challenge video where I scramble on my shelves, sorry to tell you this won't be it. You can click out now. I understand. So I asked you guys on Twitter to give me 2 coordinates that go with my shelf. So I have 2 sets of shelves. So I'm doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5, and then 6. So that's what I'm doing instead of this being all 5. Just easier for me. And I've already put the coordinates on the questions. That way I can know what assigned they are, and then I'm just gonna grab the book and cut back to me coming on this because it's just gonna be easier. I hope you're okay with it. So let's see how well I know my books. Probably not well at all, because if you don't know about me, I have really bad memory. Yay, it's fun being me. It's not. My first coordinates are 1 and 6. So I have the book. I'm not looking at anything but the question. Without looking at the description, tell us what this book is about. Okay, I can look at the cover. This is Scarlet, the Lunar Chronicles. This is book number 2 in Lunar Chronicles. So I can't tell you what this one is about because it is a sequel, so I'll tell you what the first one is about, called Cinder. It is a sci-fi fantasy retelling where you take kind of fairy tales and retell them into sci-fi. So Cinder is about like kind of a robotic Cinderella where she's half cyborg, and basically it takes place in New Beijing, and she learns that she may be royalty after all, and it's all that kind of stuff. So each one of these books follows a different character. Scarlet obviously follows Little Red Riding Hood, and yeah, that's what it's about. So I would say it's like a YA fairy tale that spins into like a fantasy sci-fi retelling of that fairy tale. Did I do good on that question? I don't know. All right, my next coordinates are 3 and 19. I have the book. I'm not looking at it again. Without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? I think technically this is new adult. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't classify it as new adult because I don't know why. I just don't even think about new adult. I just think of either as adult or YA, which is bad of me, I am aware. But I'm pretty sure, 95% sure, this is new adult. These coordinates are 4 and 14. This is from my TBR shelf. I just want to forewarn you on that. So if it's going to be a question about what it's about, I don't know. Looking at the book, here it is. Tell us what is on the cover. Okay, I did not look at this cover. This is all I know. Okay, so it's the let me turn this around. Okay. It's the intermission. It's the intermission by Alicia Freeland, I think, and I'm pretty sure it's blue, and I think it's like a couple facing, no, they're not facing each other in bed. I'm pretty sure they're in bed, and I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. I'm trying to concentrate, I guess. They're facing away from each other. I think they're both on their phones or something, because this whole book, even though I haven't read it, I do know what it's about. It's about a couple that kind of falls apart in marriage, so they're like learning if they need to be divorced. I opened my eyes. So let's see if I was right. Yes, I was right. So kind of. They're not on their phone. They're just sleeping away from each other. And there's a dog in the middle, so I'm going to call that half right. All right, my next coordinates are 3 and 13. For that one, I have this book right here, and it says, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? Oh, crap. I have no clue. It's a contemporary, so maybe Nicole? No, I don't know. It is Holland and Calvin. Yep, I failed on that one. Good job, me. So we have the book right next to that, which is 3:14. So right here, it says, without looking it up, name a side character. Mother. Oh, she has an ex-boyfriend named Patrick. I remember because Neville Longbottom played him in the movie. Does that count as a side character? He was in it very briefly, so Yay! Alright, so our next coordinate is 620. So I'm gonna grab the book. How many pages the book has without looking? If you guess 25 below or 25 above, you can count that as a win. So the book is, to all the boys I loved before, maybe 325 pages? That's what I'm gonna guess. 325. I'm probably gonna be way off. And I was. It was 350. I was thinking about that, but I didn't want to say that. So it's 355. So is that 25 off? Yeah, 35, 45. Yeah, I was like, no, I was like 5. I was 30. It's supposed to be 30. It's supposed to be, I was 30 away. It was supposed to be 25. So failed again. Don't know my books at all, apparently. Next up, we have 717. So my 7th shelf right here has Harry Potter stuff on it, and there's no book. So what I'm going to do is anytime I get the number 7 and 8, I'm going to pull from this shelf because that's just how it's going to be. So 720. This is our book right here. And it is, without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? I gave this book a 5 out of 5. It made me cry. I don't like talking about it. It was very sad. Speaking of 7, our next coordinates are 720. So I'm going to go 3 books away. So 18, 19, 20. So you get to, oops, you get to see me pull something. Without looking, where does this book take place? In Big Little Lies, the show. I don't know if we're going to count this because the show cover takes place in Monterey, California. In the show, it takes place in Australia. I want to say in like a really small city of Australia. I don't know, but I'm 99% sure it's Australia in the book. If you want to do the show, like I said, California. So pick your poison of what answer you want. They're both correct, I'm pretty sure. Next up, we have 4 and 9. Without looking, what are the parents' names? Okay, so I haven't read this book because it's on my TBR shelf. So what I'm going to do for this is go directly to the next book right here. This is books I've read so I can answer appropriately. And that is Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. And I do not know the parents' names, nor do I really care. So yeah, there's that. Next up, we have the coordinates 1115. All right, I have my book. Without looking at the hardback, what color is under the dust jacket? This is an interesting book because you get to see slivers of it. So I'm pretty sure that all of the Illumina Files books are white underneath, but they have colors of the cover. So I'm going to say white and blue, and it's clearly obvious I am right. So there you have it. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So it's white, and it has blue all over it too with some text. So, you know, it's kind of cheating because it's already there, but answered the question. Next up, we have another 7 shelf. We have 713. So I have, let me find the question before I pull out this book. Without looking, is there anything on the hardback? Okay, this is not a hardback, so I'm just gonna go to the first hardback I have, which is right here. It says like an imprint image or sort. I would say this one might have an imprint on it, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna say no. I was right. There is nothing on it other than just being very dirty. I take my dust jackets off while I read for that reason. Next up, we have 2-2. I have the book right here, and the question is, without taking the dust jacket off, what is the color of the font on the hardback? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take it like, let's take a nice guess. This is what the cover looks like. The font color, I think, will either be pink or white. And it is neither. It is orange. You can barely see it, but it is orange. So I clearly was wrong. But since we're on this book, I do want to show you them pages. They have bicycles on them, and I'm obsessed. Next up, we have 715. A lot of 7s for this. Okay, another Taylor Jenkins Reid's book. Without looking, do the chapters have titles, or are they just numbered? I'm going to say these are just numbered. I cannot imagine them being titled. Let's see, shall we? They're not even freaking numbered. There's no chapters. They're just, this book does not have any chapter like numbers at all. It just has nothing. So I don't know whether to count that as a win or like a half win. I'm gonna have to reorganize these later. Next up, we have 110, and it is this book right here, and it says, without looking at the book cover, it doesn't have an award on it. It's this Savage Song, and it doesn't. I don't think I kind of cheated because I knew it didn't have an award on it anyway. Okay. And then we have 512. Without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? Ooh, that's a good one. I want to say yes, it has one. It has none. I was wrong. I'm failing at this. I have 7. This shelf's getting really used today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now looking, does the book have a description on the back? I'm closing my eyes to pull it out. With this one, looking at the front, you can probably see the back. I don't want to tell you. I want to say yes, but I feel like it could be author blurbs though. So I'm going to say like it's a description, but also author blurbs. Just kidding. It's all author blurbs. What do I know about anything? Nothing. Next up, we have 113. No, without looking, does this book have an author photo? This is The Hunger Games. I'm pretty sure it doesn't because I have the paperback. Yeah, I don't. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I have not touched this book in a while. Yeah, it doesn't have one. I don't know if the hardback even has one, honestly. Next up, we have 315. Without looking, is this author using a pen name? Yes, I do know that. That's Sophie Kinsella. She also uses the name Madeline Wickham, I believe, that also writes some chick lit, which I haven't read yet. So yeah, she does use a pen name. Wow, it's like one of the few authors that I know that for sure has a pen name. Next up, we have 10 and 6. We have 10. This is this shelf right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have this one, and it says, without peeking, what POV is this book written in, first or third? So this is an Assassin's Blade, and I'm pretty sure it's written in third. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's in third perspective, I think. I'm pretty sure. You know what? It's just whatever at this point. Then we have 3 and 5. And this one says, without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in this book? Ooh, that's a good question. I want to say yes because this book is all about baking, so I feel like there might be like a pie or something in it. But then a part of me thinks no, because no Marissa Meyer book other than her graphic novel has like graphics in it. So I'm gonna say no, but hopeful for yes. Let's peek through it. I mean, okay, it doesn't have any graphics in it, but the chapter headers have like a little crown at the top. Does that count as something? I don't know. Probably not. Page, that's right, there's the next page. We have 318, and it says, without looking, does it have an epilogue? That's Attachments by Rainbow Roll, and it's been so long since I've read this, so no is what I'm gonna say. Let's go to the back and see. Epilogue, it's an epilogue, right? I hope so, because otherwise I'm not gonna read this whole thing. So technically, it does not have an epilogue. It says chapter 89, but I can tell just by reading it that it is set a little bit into the future, so I don't know what is the appropriate answer for this, because if it's not labeled epilogue, it's not technically an epilogue, is it? So I'm gonna say that I'm right and hope for the best. Next up, we have 210. Not looking, does this book have a prologue? And the book is One Day in December by Josie Silver, and I want to say yes, this book may have a prologue. I mean, it says, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have a prologue. It just says 2008, and then it gets on with the book. So, failing all over the place. Who's keeping score? Because I'm not. Next up, we have 415. This is another of my TBR shelf, so we'll have to see. Without looking, is this book signed? No, it is not signed. If it is, I am surprised. It's Courage by Blake Crouch. I got it in Book of the Month. Never seen a Book of the Month signed. It's not signed. Yay! I won one for finally. Next up, we have 25, and it says, without looking, do the page numbers have a design above them or below them, or none at all? This The Immortalist, I'm going to say none at all. Because it's just 4. Chapter 3, 2. It's very, like, boring chapter headers. Next, we're going to the 4th shelf. Again, it is 4-8. That's the page. I said the page numbers for the last one. Whoops. I got it mixed up. Just forgive me. Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? I haven't read this book, so I don't know. But kind of may want to say yes. I'm just going to look and say yes because the cover is so beautiful and hope for the best. And it doesn't. Whoops. Next up, we're going to 610. It says, without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front or back of the book? I want to say back. Usually they're at the back of the YA book. So let's take a gander, shall we? Wow, I put this book on upside down underneath the hard jacket. Way to go, me. Like, I just don't even do anything anymore, right? So let's take a look at the, oh yeah, acknowledgements right in the back. Boom, got it right. Almost done. Next up we have 816. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, finally we have 8, and this is actually gonna be right. So 816. It says, without looking, what year was this book published? Oh crap. It depends, because this book was originally published in Sweden and not in the US. So I'm gonna say for the US, it was probably like 2013? I don't know. I'm gonna be wrong. I know it. How do you look this up? Oh crap. Did I say 2013? If I did, I was right. Well, okay, it says copyright 2014, but translation copyright 2013. The first paperback edition was first published in 2014. So I think I was technically wrong. I don't know. It's hard when you know another book was written in a language that was before yours. All right, and our last coordinate is 512. That is, without looking, what year did you read this book? Oh, mother. This is How to Love. I feel like I read this. No. Was it last year? It's either 2018 or 2017. Let's check it out. Where's my phone? Where's anything in my life? I said 2007. No, I said 2018 or 2017. I feel like it's probably 2017. 2017, November 6th, 2017. Yes. So I said 2017, right? Yay! Yay. Okay, there you have it. That was the How Well Do You Know My Books challenge. It was good chance I probably messed up a question or missed one, but you know, it's gonna be what it is right now because there's a pile of books around me and it's stressing me the crap out. Either way, this was fun, kind of. Also stressful. I don't ever want to do it again, but it is really interesting to look at your books and figure out what shelves and answer questions about them. It's safe to say I failed this, so if you're looking for me to fail, congratulations, you have it. Either way, here it is for you to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully next challenge I will do better. Here is to open on that. Bye, guys.